When it comes to manipulating data in Excel, it's very important to understand the string functions that are available to you when you're writing code. For example, I'm going to close chapter 10, File Close, and I'm just going to, and save, and I'm just going to open up a new file, File New, and Create. I'd like to save it as chapter 11, and ensure it's a macro-enabled workbook. In my Visual Basic Editor, I'd like to insert a module, and using the properties in the Project Explorer, I'd like to name this module Mod Strings. Now again, you can type the code if you wish, but I'm just going to copy the code from my code file. And the code I'm after is string 1, the function string 1, to the function string 8. So I'll take a copy of this and put it in my Visual Basic Editor. Now I need to enter some data to apply these functions to. So I'm just going to enter Software Solutions, 90, 100, Cathi Barker, and I'll just fill that down 5 cells. That's it, and increase the width of the column. Alright, I'd like to save this file, so I'll hit the Save button on the Quick Access toolbar, and now I'm ready to apply these 8 string functions to these 8 pieces of data. The first one I want to apply is to go into B5. In B5, I'll hit the Insert Function button. I'm immediately taken to the user-defined category, so if you're not, make sure you choose user-defined, and here are the string functions. If I choose string 1 and OK, I can then apply it to A5. And it starts to show me the result here. And I'll click OK. This first function, string 1, let's have a look at it. String 1 is basically grabbing my cell, which is A5, Software Solutions, and it's saying, alright, I need the character 169 and the character 160 and whatever's in my cell, which is Software Solutions. If you look at your notes, the character 169 is short for the copyright symbol. So we want the copyright symbol, and the character 160 is a space, and whatever's in my cell. So ultimately, my cell is giving to the function string 1, copyright symbol, a space, and Software Solutions. Let's try another one. In B6, I'm going to insert the string 2 function and apply it to A6. What the string 2 function is doing is it's grabbing my cell, which is 90, and adding the character 176. Character 176 is a degree symbol, so my cell returns to string 2 90 degrees. If I go to B7, I might apply the string 3 function, and I'll apply it to A7. What string 3 is doing is it's grabbing my cell, which is 100, and then adding to it character 179. Character 179 is a superscript 3, which is basically cubed. Now if I want to change this a little bit, I might go to A7 and put 100 meters, because I want 100 meters cubed. When I press enter, I can see I have 100 meters cubed. If I was to change that to 50 meters, I get 50 meters cubed. And the same with the earlier models. If I change this 90 to 180, I get 180 degrees. And if I change Software Solutions to Acme Limited, I get Copyright Acme Limited. So just like any other function, they automatically update as the cell updates. In B8, let's try the next function, string 4. So I'm going to insert string 4 and apply it to Cathi Barker. What this particular function is doing is it's trying to find the position of the space in this string. And the space in this string is the 6th character, hence the result 6. And when I look at the function string 4, it's using a function called Instr. Instr is very helpful when you're looking for a particular character inside of a string. For example, I might want to know the position of the B. So I could change this code from a space to B. If I then go over to my function and click, it hasn't updated. because I've changed the code, not the cell. To update the function, because the code has changed, press the function key on your keyboard, F9. When I press F9, the code is updated, the function is updated, and it's telling me that the B is the 7th position. If I went back to the code and said don't find the B, find the space, and then went back to my cell and clicked on B8 and pressed F9, that would rerun the code, and it's returned to telling me that the space is in the 6th position. Let's have a look at string 5. When I go to B9, I'm going to insert the function string 5 and OK, and apply it to A9. This is telling me that the 5 left characters in A9 are Cathi. And this is because of the function saying give me the left 5 characters of my cell. If I just wanted the left 3 characters, I would change the 5 to a 3, come back to B9 and press the function key F9 to update the code. And the left 5 characters are cat, which means that I need to update this as well and say it's the left 3 characters. Come back to the code, press F9, the left 3 characters are cat. Go back to the code, change it back to 5 characters and change this number to 5. Come back to B9 and press the function key F9 to update. Let's have a look at the next function. In B10, I'm going to insert the function string 6 and apply it to A10 and OK. This particular function is telling me that the length of this string in A10 is 12 characters, and if you count the number of characters in Cathi Barker including the space, there are 12 characters. And this, when I look over here in my Visual Basic Editor, is using a function called len. Len counts the number of characters or the length of a string in a cell. So if I was to change this to just Cathi, there are 5 characters. Let's have a look at the next one. B11. Insert the function string 7 and OK, and apply it to A11. This particular function is using the mid function, and you can see it here. The mid function is when you want to grab something out of the middle of the cell, not from the left, not from the right, but from the middle. So this is going to my cell and it's grabbing from the middle, starting at the 4th character, it's grabbing 2 characters. So starting at the 4th character, which is H, it's grabbing HI, which is 2 characters, and saying hi. And finally, in B12, let's try string 8. I'll apply string 8 to A12 and OK. And when I look at this particular code, it is grabbing the right 6 characters of my cell, which is Barker, and it's making them uppercase. And it's adding a space, a comma, a space, and it's grabbing the left 5 characters and making just the first character, C, a capital, because it's using the string convert function. If I was to change the string convert function from a 3 to a 1, and then go back over to B12 and press the function key F9, suddenly Cathy's gone to uppercase, because the string convert function, the number 1 means uppercase. If I change that to a 2, go back to B12, press the function key F9, suddenly it's all in lowercase. The string conversion function 2 is lowercase. If I change it back to a 3, go back to B12, press F9, just the C is a capital. So the string conversion function has a 1, 2 or 3, as referred to in your notes. What I'd like to do is save this file, so I'll hit the save button. And I'd like to close this file, so file close. And I'd like to open up a new file, file new. And I'd like to save it as F12, chapter 11b, and make a macro enabled workbook.